Students, welcome back to the online class. This will be the last video of this topic, what is inside an atom. So in this class we are going to learn about the atomic number and atomic mass, atomic number, atomic mass number. We are going to learn about the how to write the symbols, writing of the symbols of the atoms, symbols of atoms, and we are going to learn about the isotopes. We are going to learn about the applications of isotopes. What are isotopes and applications of isotopes? Okay, these are the topics that we are going to cover in our today's class. Fine. So let us know about what is atomic number. What is atomic number? So already we have learned what is atom, right? What are the subatoms, atomic particles present in atom? Those are nothing but electrons, neutrons, and protons, right? These are the three subatomic particles that are present in the atom. Atom is made up of what? Electrons, neutrons, and protons. So electrons, these neutrons and protons, you can see that they both together form the nucleus, right? They both together form the nucleus, whereas electrons revolve around the nucleus, right? So electrons revolve around the nucleus. So in today's class we will see first the atomic number. Now we know that the nucleus is at the center of the atom and it contains protons and neutrons. Yes. So elements differ from one another according to the number of protons present in the nuclei. Okay. The number of protons present in the nuclei will decide in the nuclei. So the value of the element's atomic number is denoted as Z. Okay, atomic number is denoted by Z. So number of protons present in the nuclei gives the atomic number, and that is denoted by Z. Okay. And coming to the atomic mass number. Atomic mass number. Now, there must be a question in your mind. When we are saying that in nucleus, both protons and neutrons are there, then why we are counting only protons? Why we are not counting the neutrons? Right? So, when we are counting the protons, we are saying it is atomic number. Now, what we are doing, we are taking the mass of both protons and neutrons. That is called as atomic mass number. Okay? So, the number of nucleons. So as we said, the atomic number, that is nothing but number of protons. So atomic number is given as Z, that is number of protons, and number of neutrons is given by N. Okay, so this both will form A, that is atomic mass number. So atomic mass number is equal to number of protons in the nuclei and number of neutrons, that is mass of neutrons present in the nuclei. So this will be your atomic mass number. Okay, this will be your atomic mass number. A is equal to Z plus N. Fine. A is equal to Z plus N. So the number of nucleons is you can say nucleons are nothing but protons and neutrons. That is the things which are present, or the substances or the particles which are present in the nucleus are called as nucleons. So what are present in nucleons? Protons and neutrons. So the number of nucleons is the total number of protons and neutrons in an atom. It is called as the atomic mass number, which is expressed as A is equal to Z plus N. Is it clear? The mass number is the nearest numerical to the mass of the individual atom. Mass number is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. And do you remember the mass of the nucleus is 136 times more than the electrons. Okay, more than the electrons. The total mass of the nucleus is 1836 times more than that of the electrons. Okay. So next topic is writing the symbols of the atom. So how we are going to write the symbols? Okay, in standard notations of an atom, the atomic number, the mass number and the symbol of the elements are written. Okay, what are written? We are writing atomic number. We are even writing the atom, which atom it is. Without knowing atom, how we will write? And atomic mass number, okay, and symbol of atom, right? We have to know the atom, what we are writing, we have to know the atomic number, and we have to know the symbol, what symbol is given to that atom. So these four things we have to know before writing the symbol of an atom. For example, if we talk about fluorine, okay, this is the fluorine atom. Fine. Now, how we are going to write the atomic number and atomic mass? So, if we take fluorine, what is the symbol? This is if you are writing fluorine. F is the symbol of fluorine, right? So, first thing what we said? Symbol. We completed symbol. Now, atom, we know atom, right? We know what is the atom and we are taking its symbol. Now, what we are doing? We are writing its atomic number. So, where we will write atomic number? Here. So, what is atomic number? Atomic number is 9. Okay. And what is the atomic mass number? Now, what is atomic mass number? Total number of electrons, protons and neutrons present in the nucleus of the atom. So, here we will write the total number. How many? 19. Right. So, what is this now? This is the atomic mass number. You can even say it as A. Okay. And this is what? This is atomic number. Okay. You can write it as Z. So, when you write the symbols or the about the atomic number and atomic mass number, how you are writing? That means first in center the atom comes, that is symbol of the atom comes, and above it we are going to write the atomic mass number, and below it we are going to write the atomic number, right? Atomic number. Suppose this is the atom. Okay, here we will write atomic mass number and here we will write atomic number. Okay, atomic mass number, atomic number. Now, from this we can easily find the number of neutrons present in this atom. How you can find? How you can say number of protons? We are writing atomic number and we are writing atomic mass number. What did we say? Atomic mass number A is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Right? Number of protons plus number of neutrons. So, now we know the number of protons here. Right? We know the number of protons. So, what we will do? We will bring it here. Right? So, it will become A minus Z is equal to N. So, now what is the total number of atomic mass number A? It is nothing but A is equal to 19 and Z is equal to atomic number 9. Right? So, what we will do? We will do minus A minus Z. So, that is 19 minus 9 is equal to 10. So, 10 is what? It's our number of neutrons. Okay? So, the number of neutrons present in the atom is nothing but 10. Right? I think it is very clear, children. I hope the topic is understandable. Right? So, I hope you will be able to write the symbols of an atom. Right? It is very clear. First we will see what is the atom. Then we will see what the symbol to be written to that atom. Then we will write here the atomic mass number. Then here we will write atomic number. Right? Then if how easy it is to know the mass of the neutrons. Okay? Simply what we will do? We will minus this atomic number from this atomic mass number and simply we will get the total number of protons present in an atom. So, I hope this is clear, children. So, next topic is isotopes. It must be clear to you that every element has a unique atomic number, right? They have different atomic number or number of protons, right? So what about the mass number? Does every element has same mass number, same atomic same or they have different atomic mass numbers? No, the mass number of an element is not unique because there are more than one type of atoms of same elements present in nature in certain cases. Okay. For example, if you observe the hydrogen, if you take hydrogen, you can say that the atom of hydrogen has one nucleon. Okay, it has how many nucleon it is having? Because hydrogen atomic number is 1, so it is having how many? It is having only 1, right? It is having only 1 nucleus. An atom of deuterium has 2 nucleons, okay, in its nucleus, and tritium has 3 nucleons in its nucleus. Since the atom of hydrogen, deuterium and tritium have only 1 proton in their nuclei, they only have 1 electron, right? But number of neutrons present in the hydrogen atom is not same in all cases. Okay, if it is deuterium, then number of protons here is different. It is not having 1. Okay, it is not having 1. It is having more than 1 protons. If it is tritium also, number of electrons is same, but the number of protons is more. That means deuterium means maybe it is having 2. The number of protons is 2, and here the number of protons is 3, right? So that means the number of electron will be same because hydrogen's atomic number is 1. So number of electron will be same. 1 electron only it will be having. But in the case of deuterium and tritium, the number of protons will change. Okay. So the atom of the same element which have the same number of protons but have different number of neutrons are called as the isotopes. So this means that the number of protons is same but the number of neutrons is changing. So that means such elements, such atoms which are having same number of, so the hydrogen, we can say that the number of protons is same, number of electrons is same, but the number of neutrons is changing in all the hydrogen atoms here. Okay, so in deuterium and tritium, the number of protons is changing and those hydrogen atoms are called as the isotopes. Okay, the atom of same element which have the same proton but have different number of neutrons, then it is called as isotopes. So deuterium and tritium are the isotopes of the hydrogen atom. The chemical property of these isotopes are similar, but their physical properties are different. So the reacting property, that is the chemical property, is same. Okay, but the physical property or physical appearance of these atoms is different. Fine. If you take example of carbon also, you see that the carbon is having, what is its atomic number of carbon is 6, right? 6 is the atomic number of the carbon. Now, if you see the isotopes of carbon, you will observe that this number of protons will be same. Okay, number of protons will be same. The atomic number will be same. That is, we will write C is equal to 6 only. But when you see the number of protons and neutrons, that is the atomic mass number, you will see that they are different. So that means these are that atomic numbers are same but the atomic mass numbers are different. So these are said to be the isotopes of carbon. Okay, isotopes of carbon. Two elements share the record for the highest number of known isotopes. Both are xenon and cesium. They have the highest number of isotopes. How many it might be? They are 36. That is, both xenon and cesium, they are having 36 isotopes, and that is the highest number of isotopes which is present in the whole atomic or the periodic table. Okay. So one more important thing we can say, that if you consider the isotopes of chlorine, it occurs in the nature in the two forms. Okay, two isotopic forms it is having. Fine, because with the mass is 35 units and 37 units, because the mass of the chlorine is not very clear. It is said to be sometimes 37.5, 35.7. Okay, so based on this, it is like a chlorine isotopes are based on the 35 units and 37 units. The isotope with mass 35 is present in 75% of the, and 37 is present in 25% in nature. Okay, 35 units chlorine isotope is present in 75% in the nature, whereas in chlorine of 37 units is present 25% in nature. So I hope it is clear, children. So let us see the average atomic mass of the chlorine atom on the basis of this. That is, if we take out the average, if we take the average of this whole, what do we get? So 35 into 75%, that is 75 by 100, plus 37 into 25 by 100. So what is the value that we are getting? We are getting is 35.5 U. Okay, so the atomic average atomic mass of the chlorine is given as 35. So what we will write it as? Atomic mass is 35.5 AMU. Right, atomic mass number, atomic mass unit of chlorine is given by 35.5 U. Okay, so coming to the applications of isotopes, some of the isotopes are using in solving the chemical and medicinal mysteries. You know, isotopes are commonly used in the laboratories to investigate the steps of chemical reaction. The isotopes of uranium, if you take the isotopes of uranium, it is used in the fuel in nuclear industries, nuclear reactors. Okay, and the isotopes of iodine, they are used in the treatment of goiter. Okay, they are used in treatment of goiter. And isotopes of cobalt is used in the treatment of cancer. Okay, so with this we end up with the whole lesson, that is what is inside an atom. I hope it is clear, children, and if it is not, please try to go back to the all parts, that is from first part of the video, and try to understand the lesson. If it is not clear, you can come to me anytime, and I request you all to please go through all the parts. And children, at last I would repeat again, please obey your parents and try to respect them in all aspects. Whatever they do is for your good purpose. They love you, so try to love them and give them return gift, that is love and respect. Thank you for listening with a lot of patience and trying to understand the topic.